Hello friends. So today I'll be talking on immutable classes in Java. So basically what is a immutable class and why it is required? So basically there are some instances which we don't want to be modified once they are created. So immutability concept came from there. So here what we will learn is like why we need immutable classes and what are the benefits of immutable classes and how we will create immutable classes. Also, I'll be talking about the scenarios where the immutable classes are being used. So first thing we'll talk about immutable class in Java. So immutable class is a class whose instance cannot be modified after they are created. Simple. Second, it means when you create an object of immutable class, the state of that object will not be changed, or we cannot change the state of that object. It will be fixed. And the third line here is immutable classes are useful during the multi-threaded environment because they are inherently thread safe. Meaning, suppose there are multiple threads and they want to get the instance of any object, but we don't want like multiple objects to be created. So in that case, in the thread safe scenario where we need like a thread should be only a single thread should be able to create a instance of that particular class. So in that scenario, we will be using immutable classes. So there are few steps which we need to take care while creating immutable classes in Java. First is we need to make the class as a final class so that class cannot be made a subclass to some other places. So the class should be final. Second thing is all the fields should be private and final. So suppose there is an employee class we are making. So employee has different entities like name, address, age. So all these fields should be private and final. Third thing is like we should not provide any setter method here. There should be only getters for the fields of the employee, say for example. So these are the first three. Then after that, like fourth thing, we have to initialize all the fields via a constructor. So that is the fourth thing we need to take care. Apart from that, we need to ensure deep copy of mutable objects. So what it means, like there are few mutable objects. Suppose an employee class, we are making an employee class which should be immutable and it is having some address or say date, and address is another separate class so which can be changed from some other reference. So we need to ensure that that address class should be like should be we have to perform deep copy of the address class here. In this example, I have covered a date here. So date here is a like it's a separate class, so we need to make sure we will create a deep copy so that there should not be multiple instance created for date. And as you can see here, I have created a immutable classes class. So the class is final and I have declared all the objects here final and private, and then I have created a constructor. So as you can see here, for the date. So for the date I have created the constructor in this way, like new. I have used a new keyword. So this will perform deep copy. And after that I have added only getters here like get ID, string, get name and get date of birth. So this way we can create an immutable class. So I will repeat like what all things we need to take care. First is we have to make the class as final. Then whatever the objects of the class that should be private and final. Third, we need to create a constructor, and if there is any object in the class which is like a separate class, so for that we need to perform a deep copy. And fourth thing, we need to only have getters in our class. So these are the 4 points we need to take care while designing a immutable class. So now talking about the benefits of immutable class. So first, as I have mentioned, thread safety. Second is for caching and reusing the object. So for that purpose, we can use immutable class. And considering some more points like performance and memory uses. So talking about performance, suppose if any objects which needs to be modified frequently, so creating a new immutable object each time will lead to performance overhead, and memory usage will also be like more in that scenario. So these are the consideration we need to take care. Apart from that, like a basic thing we have to mention like class as a final, fields are private and final, no setters, only getters, and we have to perform a deep copy of mutable objects, and we have to initialize all fields of the constructor. So this is about the immutable class in Java. Hope you like the video. Thank you.